Well, the day is finally here. The new Tumnus Deluxe is finally available. It's finally arrived. It's finally ready for you to check out. So, instead of me wasting the next 3 minutes talking about it, let's jump right into some tones that it gets and I'll explain it in detail. Let's go. Okay, so on the Tumnus Deluxe, you'll notice I have the Tumnus Standard, or like I like to call it, the mini-Tumnus. Right next to it, you can see the size difference in it. So it's a little bit bigger. It's the same size as our, single switch pedals. So it's not dramatically big, but it is a little bit bigger. It does have an active bass and active mids. So what that means is when you have them noonish, because there is some pot tolerance, when you have about noonish, it's going to be the same as the three knob, the smaller version of the Tumnus. So also with the switch on the normal side, that's going to give you like your basic mini Tumnus sound. A few things I changed. The level control on the, let's call it the K circuit, so we don't violate any trademarks. But you know what I'm talking about, right? The super duper, hard to get, very expensive, often sought after, magical, mythical, half horsey guy pedal circuit schematic, which this is based off of. The volume on it, Unity is like at 9 o'clock. I personally didn't like that much, but that's what was original to the K circuit. So on the Deluxe, I gave it a little different taper, which means you just have a little bit more room to finagle where that Unity volume is. Again, active bass, so you can dial in your bass. Active mids, you can dial in your mids. The treble is the same treble feature, same treble circuit as the original mini Tumnus. Gain is the same thing, except you'll see I have this little switch that goes from normal to hot. Now, I'll show you what that does in just a minute, but you'll probably be able to guess that it's going to make it a little hotter, right? Switch on the side turns the buffer on or off. And y'all know what buffers do, right? So I don't need to explain that in too much detail. And it does run off a 9-volt battery. These circuits are actually doubling actually more than doubling the voltage inside. So you don't want to like plug an 18-volt adapter into it at all. Make sure it's 9 volts, just like you'd connect like a Boss pedal or pretty much anything else. And that's pretty much it for the most part. So let's jump into some tones. Okay, I am playing my Whitfield Telecaster through a Bravado amp, which I make, and my clean tone sounds like this. So there's several different types of ways that people like to use the K circuit, right? Some people just like to have a little bit of kind of a clean sort of thing going on. And so you can get it just right on the verge of that where you hit it hard and it really gets kind of dirty and grindy. A lot of people like that certain part about the K circuits. If you want it very clean, it will go extremely clean. Now, you'll notice the switch, of course, that I was telling you about. You're going to notice this not when the gain is down. When the gain is up, you're going to see basically takes it to 11. So let me start rolling the gain up and we'll play with it a little bit here. So as you can see, it just basically takes that gain when it's on 10, bumps it to 11 or 12. So it's a very cool feature that I like, because I've always wanted like the K circuit to have a little bit more gain. I just dig it that way. So I built it into the pedal. Now let's discuss the EQ a little bit. Again, like I was saying, when it's at noon, it's fairly flat since it is an active gyrator type of EQ. So way more bass than you ever need. Mids. And treble. So as you can see, the EQ really gives it a ton of different tonalities. You can get that natural K circuit, the original K circuit, or the Tumnus circuit. You know, it's right there with those knobs up at noon. And then you can just tweak from there. So me, myself, I like it a little more dirty. And I usually back off the mids just a bump. Alright, so that's with the Telecaster. Let's grab another guitar and see what that sounds like. Okay, so now we have my Whitfield Stratocaster. Now on the bridge, let me do a clean tone first. Turn the gain up a bit. So that is the Stratocaster. Now let's see what humbuckers do to it. All right, I have my trusty Les Paul. I think it's a 92 or so thereabout. And clean tone. So you can see I cranked up the treble just a little bit because it is a little bit of a darker guitar. I would probably roll the mids down a little bit. Sounds fairly 80s rockish, isn't it? But yeah, so that's the Les Paul with that. And before I wrap this up, I want to show you real quick, just in case there's any questions or comments. The buffer takes it from true bypass to non-true bypass, just buffered bypass, but it doesn't really like affect the sound of the distortion itself that much, any more than any other buffer would. So just for a quick test. Some people like to use this K style circuit or the Tumnus for dirty amps. So I'm going to run this into a Marshall DSL 100H. That's a head. And to a 412 cabinet. And then I'm going on the clean channel, but it's got like a dirty part of the clean channel. So it's kind of broken up a little bit. My clean tone, cleanish tone sounds like this. With the idea being that you can use this style circuit as a boost to really tighten things up and get it really, really crunchy. So on this particular Marshall, let me we play a little AC/DC-ish because I have a Les Paul and I'm in the mood for it. So, a lot of fun with this style circuit if you just want to hit the front end of your amp. And there you have it. I hope you really dig it. Hope you love it, actually. And if you get a chance, talk to your nearest retailer. Just give them a call. Maybe shoot an email. Maybe just, you know, check them out online. See if they have any in stock. More than likely they do. Go to your nearest store. Play the thing. See what you think. And let me know what you think. Because I'm really proud of it. I've been wanting to do this. This is the circuit that I actually wanted to do first. And I think a lot of people really just wanting us to do the basic K circuit in the beginning a couple years ago. So I've been waiting patiently for a little while to bring this out to you guys. So I hope you love it as much as I do. If you have any comments or questions, put them below. I'll do my best to answer them. And also, you can also check them out on the Wampler pedal site. We have them there as well. Have all kinds of all the videos on the Wampler pedal site about the Tumnus Deluxe and the other Tumnus as well. So you can check out both and let me know what you think. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.